Good morning to all my awesome friends and family. It is Tablescape time, and we're doing a tablescape for the Queen of Hearts. Hope you enjoy what I came up with. I have bought a few new pieces from Mackenzie Childs lately, and I thought maybe I would show you how perfectly these work into the whimsical Alice in Wonderland themes. I thought it looked pretty nice. Now, this beautiful heart tray has nothing to do with Mackenzie Childs. This heart tray was bought a couple of years ago over at Hobby Lobby, and I loved it so, and I bought it. And at the same time, I bought this beautiful teapot. And when you see all this together, even though the patterns are not the same, they seem to work, don't they? That was another reason why I decided to start joining in and collecting Mackenzie Childs, because it works so well with things I already own and have. And I already do have a lot of black, white, and red. Well, as you can see, I have a few of my Alice in Wonderland characters in this video also. There's the Queen at the top. You know, she's always at the top of any centerpiece. And of course, she's got her red roses and hearts also. Thought it turned out pretty good. Next year I'll work on it and maybe get a few more accessories. But that's the great thing about doing things like this. You just keep adding to what you own and have, and eventually you will have something fabulous. Okay, now let's go see another thing I have. This lantern I've had for quite some time, so that was no cost for that. And of course, the miniature tea set I've had for a while, not long, but I've already used it in a post, and so now there's no cause for that. Needless to say, I didn't tell you how much I spent for Alice in Wonderland this month because it was a lot of money, and it would have been too depressing to break it down. But next year, most of this will be all for free because I have really done a great job of collecting Alice in Wonderland pieces this last year. And here is a Mackenzie Child tea towel that I'm using on this little riser. And these are Mackenzie Child pieces also. So proud of those. Those are the most beautiful. I don't think this video gives these pieces justice, how beautiful they really are, but I love them. And then I have some real Mackenzie Childs salt and pepper shakers. Are they not beautiful? And they go perfectly with what I have. Now, the table runner is not a Mackenzie Child. It's a Harlequin pattern that my daughter got online. And I don't even know how much she spent for that, even though I paid for it. I've been throwing money at this now for a couple of months. And of course, we have all Grandma's artificial food and treats. So every time I want to do a display like this, I have something to put on that two and three tier trays that I own and don't have to spend any money. Now, you know Grandma doesn't like cluttered also. So her tablescapes are always a little on the simple side. And also, Grandma does tablescapes for two. And this is no different. The plate and the cup do match. I'm going to try to get some beautiful, elegant white teacups for next year. You know, you only can buy so much. You buy a little here and a little there, and eventually it will look beautiful. And then, of course, Grandma loves her napkin rings, teapots. Now, these were one of the first things that I bought at Mackenzie Childs, because after I bought the tea towels, because this was something I really, really, really wanted, because I do a lot of teas, and I thought this would look so elegant. And you can see it's beautiful. Look at all the beautiful beading they have done, and this is such beautiful workmanship. And I know they're expensive, but they're worth every penny I spent. I'm not sorry how much money I spent either, because that's how much I love them. And another thing that I'm really not sorry how much I spent also was the salt and pepper shakers. I just can't tell you how beautiful they really look. They look nice, but when you get them and you touch them, they're even better quality. They're even nicer. So those were so far, well, I take it back. Everything on this table is my favorite. It's a Mackenzie child. Because when I got these little herb pots, I couldn't believe how beautiful they were either. Well, hope you enjoyed my Queen of Hearts tablescape that I put together today for you to share that you can have something beautiful, elegant, and you would have spent quite a bit of money, but let's be honest with each other. Once you spend it, you can reuse it and reuse it multiple times in different ways, and then it's always free from then on. And that's what Grandma does. Even though I did buy, I think the only thing that's new on this tablescape is my napkin rings, my salt and pepper shaker, and my little herb pots. Everything else I had, well, I'll take it back. The queen is new, and so is her soldiers. So they're also new. I did use them in a post showing my collection, but I don't know if I should be able to count that as a use, because that really was just sharing you what I bought. So we're going to count it on this one, but I'm not going to tell you what I spent because it was a lot of money. And of course, the table runner is new also. It is not a Mackenzie child runner though. I have several other runners, and they're all like Mackenzie child inspired. But you know, you only can afford to do so much. But as you see, I did get a lot of beautiful pieces that are Mackenzie child. And we are going to be sharing a lot of posts with you from now on. A post every month on Mackenzie child. Period. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed this post. Don't forget, if any of you are going to do a tablescape inspired by Mackenzie Childs, please let me know, because now that I have some pieces, I can join in. This was one thing that I really, really wanted to do last year and couldn't do. Now I finally have some pieces. I'm still collecting, so there's still a lot of things I don't have that I want, but I at least have enough to start. I'm so happy and pleased how this all turned out. Let me know what you think. Let me know which of these Mackenzie Child pieces were your favorites. If you're like me, you love teas and you love the little teapot napkin rings that are beautiful. I'm telling you, I love them. And of course, I love these beautiful salt and pepper shakers. Those are my really, really love them list. And they were the first things that I bought next to my herb pots. And honestly, I didn't think those herb pots were going to be as beautiful as they were. And what I like best of all about them, they just have a hint of blue. So all the blue stuff my daughter is collecting, I can use it with them. So I would say those also are some of my favorites. So this whole video is all of my favorites of Mackenzie Child. I hope you agree with me. Hugs and kisses to my awesome friends, and thank you for staying till the end. Thank you for all your kindness and support that you have all given me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate everything you guys leave all the time in the comment section.